Good evening, friends. Today we are going to speak about Leh, Ladakh, Kargil, and Jammu and Kashmir. These are three union territories on which Bharatiya Janata Party has been banking as far as forthcoming Lok Sabha elections are concerned. In next 1 week, Lok Sabha election dates are going to be announced, and in all, the all efforts are going to be made to get maximum number of seats. As of now, the Bharatiya Janata Party has been claiming or pushing forward that they want as many as 370 seats. So their entire poll campaign has been rallying around 370 seats, Article 370, revocation of Article 370, and how revoking this article from Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh benefited both these union territories. The Bharatiya Janata Party, especially the Prime Minister, has been addressing this issue, that how both the union territories are now on their way towards development, which it had not been the fair share of development projects were not being given to Leh, Ladakh, Kargil, and also Jammu and Kashmir, and only after Article 370 was revoked, the development started coming in this region. That is the poll strategy of Bharatiya Janata Party. Interestingly, when all this was happening, there were talks between Leh Ladakh leaders, civil society leaders going on between the center and civil society leaders of Leh, Ladakh, and Kargil. Actually, they also have been demanding four things basically, but mainly they wanted statehood and some guarantee under sixth schedule. These talks were going on. A subcommittee was also set up by the Ministry of Home Affairs. It had already met. Again, there were talks yesterday. After having a meeting with senior officers of Ministry of Home Affairs, their leaders went and met the Union Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, at his residence, where these leaders claim that the talks did not move ahead. In fact, they in fact failed as far as these leaders are concerned. They say the talks failed because the Union Home Minister was not ready to speak on either statehood or not was ready to discuss legalities concerning granting of sixth schedule. So that's the reason why these talks fail. In fact, the noted environmentalist Sonam Wangchu had been fasting earlier also, and he had threatened that if these talks fail once again, he would again go back to fast unto death. Now these leaders who were here in Delhi yesterday, when I spoke to them, they said that they would be consulting their people back in Leh, Ladakh, and Kargil, and deciding as to how to take their protest forward. Ladakh was declared a union territory on the same day when Jammu and Kashmir was declared a union territory, that is on 5th of August 2019. It was bifurcated and declared from a state, it was downgraded to a union territory. And since then, protests have been going on in both Jammu and Kashmir and also Leh Ladakh. But some assurances were given to these leaders, and that's why these talks were going on. A high powered committee was also set up by the Ministry of Home Affairs, which again dealt in discussing these issues. But now these talks are going nowhere, and these leaders are now very disturbed as to, they say that due to the crony capitalism, the center is not ready to listen to them, and that's the reason why they are not keeping up their promises. In fact, Mr. Sonam Wangchu had also said that he would be conducting fast unto death. And now all eyes are on these leaders and also on Sonam Wangchu as to what is going to be their next step. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Home Affairs has clarified that the consultative mechanism established through this high powered committee will continue again also, and would be engaging these leaders on issues such as measures to protect their region's unique culture, language, protection of land and employment, inclusive development, and employment generation, because these points have been sticking points as far as their leaders are concerned, because they have been claiming that the region has been running for last 4 to 5 years on bureaucratic directions, and their share of governance is not being given to them, and that is why they had been protesting. Interestingly, we also need to understand that in Leh and Ladakh, especially, the sitting MP is from Bharatiya Janata Party. The Bharatiya Janata Party has still not declared their candidate for 2024 elections. Although three people are in fray for the seat as of now. Again, when you speak to many people or insiders, also they say that this issue will take a Bharatiya Janata Party would be taking a hit as far as the vote share in Ladakh is concerned, but they can afford to do so because their entire agenda, their entire poll strategy rallies around Article 370. And if they are ready to speak about it to these Ladakh leaders, the leaders from Jammu and Kashmir would also stand and say that they have also been demanding statehood for last so many years, and they would also be wanting to discuss it further. And also another point is that if they are willing to discuss statehood or sixth schedule with Ladakh leaders, their vote share in Jammu and Kashmir will also take a hit. And not only that, in even in other part of the country, the vote share would be taking a hit, and that's the reason why the Ministry of Home Affairs is not ready to take it further as of now, though they say that the consultative points on these employment generation and land, and also religion would be discussed, and this process would be going on. In fact, the Ministry of Home Affairs late last night had also issued a release based on this. But these leaders are upset. They are back in Ladakh, and they are talking to their people and deciding the future course of action. Thank you for watching this.